Well, let's go across to Sameet Chauhan now, who joins in with his top trades. Sameet, first up, your top recommendations for today?
Yeah, hi, morning. We have been liking metal stocks since last 3 days, and they have been clearly on a roll. So we would still continue with our positive bias on the entire metal space. If I just look at the Nifty metal chart structure, it has already given a decent breakout, and since last 3 days we have been witnessing some buying interest. So we would stick to our positive stance on this space. Vedanta is the one stock that we have been closely tracking, and this stock certainly looks good. It has already broken out from its recent congestion zone. So from here on, we would expect extension of this move. 244, 248. These are the next levels to watch out for. So one should go long in both Vedanta at current level also. 229 would be the stop loss level. Apart from this, we are liking Raymond, which has been one of the underperforming stocks of late. But it appears that the stock has already formed a strong base around 750, 800, and so it's on the way up now. So the stock is gearing up for a strong relief rally. So we would expect the stock heading higher. 895 is our near-term target. It can be bought with a stop loss of 794.
Right. I want to just continue talking about a few other stocks. Sameet, yesterday a new 52-week high was made on Cipla. Then the stock sold off sharply, declined into an early trade as well this morning. Now, of course, it's recovering a bit. At 651, would you buy Cipla?
Yes, yesterday's sharp correction from a higher level was slightly surprising for us. We were quite upbeat on the stock, and as a disclosure, we have recommended this to our clients as well. But it appears that yesterday's breakout beyond 660 was clearly a false signal. Yes, the stock has managed to recover a bit today, but rather than looking at this particular counter with a momentum view, we would rather look at it with a slightly positional view. Yes, stock looks good. Nifty Pharma, we have been quite upbeat, and from here on also we would expect further legs to unfold in the entire pharmaceutical space. So we would remain upbeat. As far as Cipla goes, yes, one should avoid with a momentum perspective, but if you are willing to hold this particular counter for next 3 to 4 weeks, yes, all these dips should be bought into, and at current level, yes, we would buy, and at lower levels also around 640, 635 we would be buying Cipla.
Sameet, one other counter that I feel like may see a breakout before it goes into expiry tomorrow is Pidilite. How do you feel about Pidilite?
See, clearly there has been no stopping for this counter. It has been enjoying its multi-year bull run, which started way back in 2014 to 2015. There has been a series of high top, high bottom formation can be seen on weekly, monthly, quarterly charts. So as far as direction goes, there is no brainer. The stock has been maintaining its sturdy structure. As far as momentum is concerned, yes, the stock has been consolidating of late, but quite soon we would expect the stock breaking out from a next resistance zone of 1200. So one should trade with positive bias. With a momentum view, one can wait for a breakout to happen, but once the stock surpasses 1200, we could see a sharp move toward 1260, 1280.
Right, Sameet, stay with us. We have with us Ajay Bhalla, who's the Power Secretary. Two stocks, Voltas and Havells. Would you buy or go long on either of these counters right now?
Yeah, out of this two, and Voltas is the one stock, yes, that we have been liking. It has been consolidating of late, but the consolidation came after seeing a massive rally from lower levels of 500, 520. So some kind of breather was due, and that is what we have seen in last couple of weeks. And today the stock is now breaking out from its recent congestion zone. So that's a positive sign, and the stock can head towards 655, 660. So among these two stocks, if you have to pick any particular stock, then yes, we'll go with Voltas, which is offering a good risk to reward ratio. One can go long at current level, keep a stop loss around 622, and we would expect a decent move towards 655, 658.
Right, that's a call coming in on Voltas. Beyond that, another couple of IT names I want to talk to you about. So what would you do with Mindtree, KPIT, NIT Tech? Any potential for a sharp up move over the next day or two?
No, I think honestly speaking, we are expecting some kind of consolidation to continue in this mid-cap IT counters. They've already rallied quite a lot, and when market was doing nothing, they were clearly bucking the trend, and we have already seen massive rally in most of the mid-cap IT counter. So it's time for them to take some kind of breather, and this is what they are undergoing since last one and a half month. So as far as mid-cap IT goes, we would avoid for a time being. We would rather look to go long in mid-cap counters, metal as I suggested. So those who have been flavor of the market since last one and a half week, we would rather focus on those stocks. Mid-cap IT are clearly undergoing some kind of consolidation, so it might continue for a while also.
Any fresh positions you would start sort of building on for the September series then, Sameet?
It's for stocks or index?
Stocks.
Okay, so I've already suggested a couple of stocks, within metal. Vedanta we are liking. We can, we can build our longs in that particular counter for the next series as well. Raymond is the one stock that we are liking. Apart from this, Century Textiles, which has been underperforming stocks, but it has already, undergone some kind of time-wise correction. Price-wise correction has already been arrested, and the stock is now getting up for strong move. Today we are seeing good positive traction. So for the next series, we are liking this particular counter. This can give a decent move, probably a move towards say 980, 985 cannot be ruled out. So it can be bought at current level. Keep a stop loss somewhere around 924, so 920, 930 according to us would act as a very strong support. Apart from this, within real estate stocks, DLF is the one stock that we have been liking. The stock has already formed strong base in last couple of weeks. It has already given decent rally, and now today it is attempting to move higher. So we would go long in DLFs as well. The stock is poised for a move toward 232, 235.
Right, that's DLF and a couple of metal names that Sameet really likes right now. Sameet, for September, what's the word on the index, Nifty and Bank Nifty both?
See, we have been quite upbeat in this entire rally, and despite some of the indicators that have already entered overbought territory a couple of weeks back, we were expecting some kind of gravity defying move. So any minor dip according to us was a good buying opportunity. Our first target was around 11,500, and after that 11,900. So before 11,900 we don't see any major obstacle. Yes, the pace at which it has already come, we may not be able to see that kind of pace, but the undertone still remains bullish. We might see some kind of stock specific rallies that we have already seen in the last couple of days. So one should trade with the positive bias. Don't go short at this juncture. The market is in a strong momentum, and the basic characteristics of this particular rally is the base is getting shifted higher, and that clearly gives conviction when I'm looking at from a trader's point of view. So earlier it was around 11,200, shifted to 11,500, and now 11,650, 11,700 seems to be a very strong support. So we believe that one should trade with a positive bias. As far as index goes, any minor dip becomes a good buying opportunity, and we are heading towards 11,900 for Nifty. Yes, Bank Nifty has been underperforming since last couple of days, but soon we expect Bank Nifty to surpass its hurdle of 28,400.
Right, thanks Sameet. With that, we're completely out of time on this edition of FNS Spotlight. We'll take a break, but while you take that break, listen in